Problem number 64 says that we have this point 15 comma 20 and they want us to find cosecant of theta. And so starting from the terminal position, it ends up at this point. Now what that means is that if I think of a standard circle, if I go 15 units over and 20 units up, I have this point on the line. Okay? Well, what that means is that I have a triangle that has a side length of 20, this is theta, and another side length of 15. How do I find the hypotenuse? Pythagorean theorem. So this hypotenuse, so this, let's label this. This is the opposite, this is the adjacent, and we're going to try to find the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse then would equal 15 squared plus 20 squared, and then you take the square root of all that. So I'm just going to do that on my calculator. So I'm going to say second square root 20 squared plus 15 squared, and it's 25. Okay. All right. And so now what is cosecant? Well, remember that sine was the opposite over the hypotenuse, and that cosecant is the reciprocal of that, which would mean it is the hypotenuse over the opposite. So cosecant of theta is equal to 25 over the opposite, which is 20. Now that can be reduced, and you should reduce it. Dividing the top and bottom by 5, you get 5 over 4. Right? Is that right? I hope that's one of the answers. Boom. There it is. Whoop. There it is. Any questions?
When I first did that, I just did 20 over 15. 20 over 15.
Mm-hmm.
Is that just a coincidence that it did it wrong and it worked, or is it?
Yeah, that was just a coincidence. Yeah. Sure.
How did you decide? Wait, how do you just have to memorize that cosecant is the hypotenuse over?
Yeah, you need to memorize that, right? So we all know SOHCAHTOA, right? So SOHCAHTOA. So this is the so. This is the ka. And this is the toa. But then you got to remember the reciprocal. So this is like cosecant. Now the way that I remember it is that sine and cosecant, you would think that secant would be the reciprocal of sine, but it's not. And I don't know how I remember that. And then secant is the reciprocal of cosine, and then cotangent's easy to remember because it's, you know, it's cotangent. So, and yeah, that's how I do it. That's why every time when I write this out, because that's how I've memorized what they are. Okay?